Public Spirit Guide reading, Baddie Training Edition, the end of the month. Hello and welcome back to Public Spirit Guide readings with Captain Kate. This reading is for Lucy Days 333. And for those of y'all that are not familiar with my page, everything that I say is completely channeled, so look into it. And I go up for what the guides tell me to. So let's get started. Okay, Holly. So the guide that came through for you whenever I asked for like the most impactful, strongest introspective point guide for May of 2026, it looks very similar to the ghost of No Face from Spirited Away. Very similar, but like a hip, cool version of it, which is really interesting. Very, very different from the beginning of the month, you and your samurai baddies. Whenever I asked them what has been the biggest differences and biggest improvements with Holly in May of 2026 with baddie training, they like show me them running and like sweating, and they're like, whew, and then they're like, and I'm like, oh, okay. They don't get like worn out as easily. Like they don't burn out if like ever. And they're like, which is funny because we healed their burnout today, and that is accurate. All right. So then I asked them what the next biggest difference and biggest improvements with Holly, you, in May of 2026 in baddie training. And it showed me your legs, but I think they were their legs, but showing them as yours. Yeah, because they lifted up their little skirt dress thing. And they were like running, but they were like beefy legs. And I was like, oh, endurance? And it was like, and I said, wouldn't that be endurance? And it was like, I guess it's like a fortitude type thing. Oh, okay. So the other one was resilience. This is endurance. Like, so essentially what it's saying is you've built stronger infrastructure and stronger foundation in order to step on things that are actually tangibly there. Got it, No Face. All right, Holly. So the next guide that comes through for you for the most impactful, strong introspective point guide for May of 2026 is this, which is really interesting because it was specifically did not have like a witch hat on. Is not a witch. She just be liking brooms, and she's going at a reasonable pace, which tracks, especially with everything that you've healed. All right, whenever I asked them what has been the biggest differences and biggest improvements in May of 2026 with Holly and baddie training, they show me themselves rowing with their arms, and I'm like, is it all of the physical labor that she was holding inside of her body? And they were like, yeah, your guides don't really talk. They're more of like knowers and showers, if you haven't noticed. So you're no longer using your physical body as a labor machine, and it now are doing it energetically, which is why the broom and the like theatrical thing of the broom.